For a long time, I was absolutely skinny, but I still had love handles. You could almost see the bones jutting out of my body. I was borderline anorexic. For context, I am 1.8 meters, so that's like 5 foot 11, and I used to weigh 60 kilograms. But I still had this fat around my lower belly above my hips. But now I'm 80 kilograms and I no longer have love handles. How did this happen? As a starting point, I reduced the amount of oil I have to the point where this present moment I have no oil in my diet, with the exception of olive oil, so let me explain. You want to cut out all vegetable oils, it's like the canola oil, sunflower oil, any sort of oil that you find in the supermarkets. Olive oil is fine, but if you don't find olive oil easily or whatever the case is, use butter or ghee. Either one of those can be way better for your love handles and testosterone and muscle body and all of that than any sort of sunflower oil. So that's number one. But number two, cut out all sort of processed or refined carbs. So there's the basics like sugar and pastries and all of that. But it goes deeper, stuff that you might not have thought of, like bread, pasta, even something like rice. Rice isn't as bad as the other two, but also, as far as possible, reduce the amount of rice you eat. This is gonna help lower your love handles, and here's another interesting point I do want to make while I'm at it. The bodybuilding community often talks about how carbs are gonna give you bigger gains. I've reduced my carbs and I haven't seen any downgrade in my gains. That said, I still do have carbs, and let me be clear about that. So the carbs I do eat is potatoes, sweet potatoes, and various fruits. I think for me personally, because I'm bulking, bananas works best. It's very calorie dense, but it is sort of those sort of carbs that's like natural, not processed. That will help you out a lot. Another big one, reducing your stress. Why this will help you is when you stress, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that basically has a seesaw effect towards testosterone. It tells your body to hold on to fat. So let me explain the testosterone and cortisol dynamic. If your cortisol is low, your testosterone is high. But if your testosterone is low, your cortisol is high. So it has a seesaw effect. So if you reduce your stress, you reduce your cortisol, reduces the amount of fat you hold onto, whilst also increasing your testosterone. The nice thing about increasing your testosterone is it actually increases the amount of muscle mass you build, but at the same time it lowers your fat content. So it's a win-win. I made a full video on 12 unusual ways to almost increase your testosterone, but I want to give you the more usual ways in case you aren't familiar with those. So number one, get a lot of sleep, 8 or 9 hours minimum. Number two, avoid actually let me rephrase that. Avoid being sedentary. So what that means is avoid sitting down for too much of the day. Be active, go for a run, go for a walk, do something active. And this is beyond weightlifting. Weightlifting is another one that would increase your testosterone. But especially beyond that, be active. Another one, drink at least 3 to 4 liters of water every single day. A lot of places you'll see they only say 2 liters, but the more I dug into it, that's actually a minimum. It's become what's marketed because it's easier for most people to hit that, but if you're really serious about this, I highly recommend 3 to 4 liters of water. In my unusual testosterone boosting video, I spoke about the fact that tap water isn't best for you. But if tap water is all you have access to right now and you don't want to get plastic bottled water and all of that, then yeah, tap water is definitely going to be better than some fruit juice that's loaded with sugar or Coke or any of the cold drinks. Yeah, you probably also don't cut out sweets and all of that stuff. So I hope this gives you some sort of foundation to get rid of your love handles. I would urge you to not look for it to go away too quickly, in the sense that for me, it took me about 3 or 4 months, probably maybe even 5 months, to be honest. I wasn't tracking it exactly for me to get rid of my love animals. So it will take some time. But be assured that this is the path that's actually going to reap the rewards, give you the fruits. I'll see you in the next one, bro. To becoming a better man.